Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is where you are. Happy 1st of May. I'm back with a brand new DIY planner subscription unboxing, and I'm excited about this one because we're going into, it's been spring for a while, but I feel like with the weather really reaching those warm temperatures and the longer days that we're really into the season now with fun florals. Like all of the florals are out in my area, and so I'm excited about spending more time outdoors and doing more spring activities. And this planner for May is going to be very very spring inspired down to the color. It is pink, and I have made like a different monthly booklet for myself where I was inspired by this new graphic from the PlanifyPro program that I wanted to have it as the cover of my planner. Usually my planner covers have been kind of minimal, and I also received a bit of happy mail from a swap buddy in one of the craft groups that I'm in on Facebook, and I thought that this would be a beautiful pocket accessory for my May planner along with the cover of the monthly book. So I'm really excited to unbox the rest of this. It says it's pink. I don't remember whether it's a dark pink or a light pink, so I'm excited to find out. And of course, disassemble my current planner, which of course I love. Like this blue, if you could tell it's like a teal, and I kind of gravitate towards this color a lot, like in my home and in my accessories. So I did have a lot of fun with this, and I'm looking forward to the new color. I'm a little sad to see this one go, as I always am. So let's get into it. I'll just put this aside, and let's open the bag. If you're new here, welcome. I had wanted to put together a planner subscription box for myself for a little while so that I could use up, oh, it's light pink. So this is definitely going to match really well with my cover and with that insert. But I did go and interrupt myself. So let me get back to what I was saying, which was, if you're new here, welcome. And this planner subscription box is something that I came up with myself a couple of months ago. I did tend to get FOMO from seeing everyone on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, whatever social media channel, unboxing planner subscriptions every month, and you kind of get into that grind of like acquiring new things. And I have so many beautiful things that I've picked up over the years, either purchased through some really talented shops, and or going to planner conferences and planner events. And sometimes you forget about them. So I wanted to go through my stash, put together a color coordinated package for myself, and unbox it every month as if I'm getting a planner subscription. But at the same time, not getting into like that cycle of always purchasing something new, and while using things that I already have and love, because I did buy them at one point, and I'm just making sure that I'm making good use out of my items. So right here I've gotten a bunch of paper clips. I always love paper clips with dangles, and I have a planner tail that I've picked this up a while ago, but I've never used it on a planner, and I think that it goes so well with that light pink color, so I'm excited to use that. In addition to the other paper clips, there's a little cup, like a pom-pom, a heart, the moon and stars. And let's go into the regular folio. This is from PrintPression. It's a B6. And what I love about the PrintPression TN covers is that it has all of the storage that I'm looking for. So we've got like this great top pocket here. We have the side pocket, lots of credit card slots, and you know, full-size pockets on both sides. So what did I include for myself this month? We've got more clips, really fun, cheeky die cuts. These organized stickers, and they're pastel, which go really well. We've got some narwhal stickers. I actually thought that these were like a fake animal, and I found out recently that narwhals were real. I haven't seen like an actual picture of a narwhal, but I did hear about them, and I was like, wow, I thought, you know, somebody just made that up like as a fun, I don't know, make-believe animal, like a unicorn. But these are the unicorns of the sea, apparently. We've got a bookmark. I made this bookmark a couple of years ago, laminated it, and I love bookmarks, so I think that will go really well. Some kind of, it looks like my theme is like crystals and magic and, I don't know, magical creatures and florals, so that's very fun. We've got some page flags here. And it looks like these are full sticker page flags as opposed to the page flags that stick out of your flaps. So that will be interesting. And then I've got some peach palm, vellum adhesive notes, a pocket. We've got Being Fabulous is Exhausting post-its. And then here I've got the makings for this month's dashboards, and I've already rounded the corners for myself, so I'm glad that I planned ahead. Oh, and we've got like some greens, so this is great for May. Okay, so there's 4 here. There's this, and it looks like when I packed this, I had planned to use them like in this configuration, and I think this is great. The green is a bit unexpected and keeps the planner from going into that pink overload type of look, but I'm wondering if maybe I want to have like this one in the front as opposed to that like overt purple one. We'll see. I will decide on that once I put that together. And then I've included this scraps from this paper so that I could maybe put together some layering on the dashboards. I included stickers for myself. Oh, this I probably got this as like swag because there's Tic Tacs in there. There's a little sandal dangle. I've got another paper clip with a little leaf. I wonder if I'm going to use all of these paper clips that I included this time. There's another dangle. This one is fun. It's a felt heart, and that would be nice to use because then like when I'm putting it in and taking it out of my bag and maybe putting it on the table, nothing hard will like smack against the table. So I'm kind of inclined to use that over the little sandal. Maybe this little sandal I can bring over to June or July or a summer month with the stickers. So we'll see how that works out. I've got a lists pocket. I could probably put this on one of the dashboards. And then this is an insert for lists. With a cover. So I don't anticipate using this dashboard, so I'll probably put it aside. And it's because at the time that I packed this, I thought I would be switching out inserts more often than I ended up switching inserts after being in this system for a couple of months. And the insert system that I have now, I'm so happy with that. Really, I end up only switching out one insert, and that's the monthly booklet. All of the other booklets stay the same. So, so for example, here's my April monthly, and it's like monthly. There's the month in the beginning, and then it goes into the week overview, and then into the daily pages, and I have a weekly review and a weekly reflection, and that system has stayed with me for maybe going on 7 or 8 months now. Aside from a couple of tweaks to the system, like to the individual pages, it hasn't changed, and so I'm really happy with it. I'm inclined to just keep it like that, what it is, and so for that reason I'm not using any other inserts. So I'll start taking this apart, and I did make a change to the monthly booklet, which I'll go over in a moment, and then I'll talk about the other inserts I have. So the second insert is my project planner. So I used to have a blank notebook, and I called it a brain dump notebook, and I would write ideas down in there. And as I worked on ideas, I needed a place to work on the ideas. So this project planner notebook is kind of an upgraded version of that brain dump notebook. I do have the brain dump items that I put in my inbox tracker, and I mark when I'm going to work on them, either now, soon, later, or whether it's done. And then when I do start working on it, I write it as a project on one of these project pages, and then I track the progress there as far as milestones and tasks, maybe additional notes. And this system has worked really well for me. So that stays. The dashboards that I've made, I've really ended up liking them, and I think they may make like a reappearance next year, perhaps in different like color combinations. So we'll see. But I've been storing everything away, like in a dashboard place, like ephemera and paper clips place, so that I can do this whole process again for next year. So that's the dashboard. For the next one, the third insert that I've done is my year in reading, and it is reading goals. I have my book rating rubric, and then I have a couple of pages dedicated to the month. I haven't been doing like very expanded reading journal entries, but I do like to track what I'm reading, what I felt about it, whether I liked it, whether I didn't finish reading it, like when I'm reading it. And I do like to plan things that I'm going to read, and then write a reflection about how my reading for the month went. And this is what this book has been used for. And I've been consistently using that every month, and I love it, so that is staying. That's part of my system. And then the fourth and the last booklet, it might not get as much play as like the first three, but it's still as important. And this is like my future log. So that's my 2023 year at a glance, and it has like all of the months here for the year, and then I have it broken down by month, and there's for like appointments that I have far in the future, I put them here, and then if there's any additional notes or anything or tasks associated with the month, etc. So all of these have been working well. As I've said, they are staying, and like I said, the only book that I'm really switching out is that monthly calendar view. Other accessories, I've had stickers. I've been really good about my goal to use up all of my stickers. So I kind of keep stickers in there that I want to use as I plan on the go, so I don't really have to go into my sticker pile or sticker stash or go anywhere else to pick up stickers. They're just in the planner itself. I've got pens. I color coordinated to the month. I've loved doing that. This month it will be interesting because the color is pink, and I don't love pink ink. So maybe I can experiment with like purple or lavender, maybe even green. So that'll be interesting as I'm picking out the pens that I'm going to use. I do have the decorative pen that I have been including in each of these boxes, but for some reason I never tend to use it. It's a standard ballpoint, and there's just other like pens and highlighters that I like more. Like I really like a fine liner. I really like the needle ballpoint tip, and I love highlighters. But the standard ballpoint, I don't know. I just haven't been feeling it. Even though the pen is always beautiful, and I've been including one of those beautiful pens in the box. I just haven't used it. Maybe I'll use it this month. I don't know. Or I could experiment with black, right? But I just really enjoy working with colored inks. So we'll see. We've got, of course, I'm using the big pocket for like receipts, like larger pieces of paper. I've taken a lot of notes this month. Like some additional stickers and flags. So I will have to organize that and figure out what items need to go back in the pocket because I'm still working on them, etc. I've got some stamps, another bookmark. This bookmark has just been traveling from month to month. I don't remember how many months now it's been, but I love that bookmark and I'm inclined to use it again. Another journaling card. These Post-its again have been traveling from month to month. This then this was the pocket ephemera, Planner Bestie and Hustle, and this pocket was so cute. I really enjoyed putting this together, and I think I'm getting better at like assembling the pocket so that it looks aesthetically pleasing. So I'm excited to see the May pocket, especially with this artist trading card that I got from my pen pal. I'm interested to see how that will work in the pocket, so I'm so excited about that. Another bookmark, this is my daily affirmations bookmark. I'm inclined to keep that in the next month's planner, and then I have a little coffee cup with a flower. This is really cute, and I think I might use that on a dashboard, like glue it to a dashboard or something. And then I have a chair. I might keep that as well. So that is it. The planner cover is so durable, like it's still not like I've abused it, but it looks brand new that it's empty, and I'm excited to put it back in my cabinet to use it again. I think that this would make a beautiful cover for, say, December, January, like those winter months. Like, we could do like a frosty blue setup. In maybe about a month or so, or a couple of weeks, I'm going to do this whole process again for future months, because I'm running out of these planner subscriptions. I can't believe how quickly time has flown, and I'm about to run out of like my stash of planner subscriptions that I've come up with for myself. So I'll have to do this whole process again, and I may record that so that you can get ideas on how to assemble these yourself. I'll have to figure out how to do it, because the first time I had done it, it was kind of a multi-day process where like I set up all of the covers that I had, and I kind of allocated a cover for each month, like based on a color scheme, and then kind of collect the items per color scheme. So bear with me and be patient as I figure out how exactly I want to film that. But I think it would be fun to film because it was so much fun to put together. So right now, what I'm going to do is probably speed up this next part and create some dashboards, and then start assembling the planner. So I will, and I'll be right back after I do all that. I have a template for myself that I've been following, so I'm sticking to that. I started off by folding the dashboards and then rounding the corner where the fold is, and this prevents the dashboard from pulling on the strings when I insert it into the cover. Next, I'm using the offcuts to create flag banners, one fat cut and one skinny cut. I'm just cutting a little triangle from the bottom and making a cluster on each of the dashboards, and then I'm using a piece of ephemera as the accent. I have this sticker book that is a collaboration through Michael Stores and Planners Anonymous, and I'm using the quotes from that sticker book because they coordinated really well with the pinks and the purples on these dashboards. And then for the ephemera piece, the focal point, I'm using stickers by Chella Creates Printables. These are from her spring collection last year. I really love how they coordinate with the dashboards as well. Then I added them in the order that I wanted to see them in my planner. I found a bow ribbon sticker and I put that on the front and added my die cut to the back before adding my booklets into the dashboards in the order that I want them to appear. Next, I'm using my ephemera pieces to arrange my front pocket. And finally, I'm going to make a focal point for that ID card slot using one of those large stickers from the Planners Anonymous book and a die cut sticker from Chella Creates Printables again. The paper clips I usually use on the inserts to mark the page where I want that individual section to turn to, and then I'm done. So just adding a couple of stickers to my pockets. These are the stickers that I'll be using for the month. And finally, I've got to pick out my pens before, calling this project complete. Okay, so I'm back and the planner setup is done, and I'm excited to start planning for the month. I chose the soft felt dangle for the front, and I've got the planner tails on the bottom. And the inside, I did play around with the pocket a lot, and it looks overstuffed, but I really like the way it's looking. I've got the ATC card, some clips, bookmarks, and I made this small insert instead of using a quote for this time because I have a lot of quotes on each of the dashboards. So I do want to talk a bit about the changes that I made from my monthly booklet. And the monthly booklets have largely been staying the same as I've said before, but I do a little bit of reconfiguration depending on what my needs are or how they change as I'm using them, and that's fine. So the monthly overview, it's the same. I just have it for May with the Islamic notation under it, my goals and objectives and the notes, and that is not changing from April. And I really love how I ended up using the month at a glance last month. Then I have the weekly planner. I did make a bigger change to this where I put my prayer times on the right, and I have this empty space because, as I've said, I'm committed to using as many of my sticker collection as I can. I wanted to put one of those big box stickers in every every so often. And I've used a lot of my big box stickers, but I do have a couple left, and I do like to use them as decor. So let's do that for this one. I'm starting a lot of new books this month, and getting back in with my book club, so that looks great. And I like how the black and white goes with the whole rest of the theme, and I'll use the rest of these here. The other change that I've made from last month is that where I was only eating 2 meals a day, I'll be doing, back on 3 meals, and I'm planning out my breakfasts now. Not like I do a large variety of breakfast. Either it's eggs or it's pancakes or some type of breakfast sandwich, and but I do want to keep track so that there's not a lot of repeated meals. And then I was already planning lunch and dinner, and I'm going back to that too. So we've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I moved the weekly goals and objectives that used to be over here. I've just moved them here. And I've got just my regular weekly, week overview at a glance. The daily changed a little bit as well. And the way that it changed was I took out the tracker for the Apple Fitness, because I'm still tracking it, but I don't need to like refill it in here. And I think that the best way to do it is just let my watch track the fitness and keep track of it that way. Make sure that I'm doing my steps, and in the Apple app I can see my trend for like the day, the week, the month, etc. And I didn't want to be redundant by including it also in my planner. What I did want was just expand my ideal day, and things that have changed here were whereas I was working on making my prayers on time, they are on time now, and I just wanted to include the sunnah prayers, or the extra prayers to each of my prayers. So I put a little notation of what they were, and I want to check that off for this month. I also have like my meaningful connections, and those are the same. The other one is the extra prayer that I want to do, which is tahajjud, so I added that. And then I have a little space for when I'm doing daily Quran readings, and a little bit of space for reflection. And I want to do that daily, as opposed to having a larger requirement of doing journaling, which I don't always have time for every day. So that will hopefully keep me consistent with those small acts. And that's it for the monthly planner. Here are the dashboards that I've done. I really love the like these purples and these pinks, and I look forward to using that. And then I've picked out some different pens for this month. So I decided so here's what I did. I did say that I was not sure about writing in pink, and I've tested out a couple of pink pens, and I was correct. That the pink, I just don't like the way that it looks. I do like purple, and this is like a kind of a lilac, but I think it goes well with the planner. Sorry, so I'll be using that. And then this is also another lilac. It's like a sign brush pen, so I could do maybe some fancy lettering for my notes. I included that. And then I have the dot marker for my notes and my to-do lists. This is in the pink. And then I've got a pink highlighter. So I'm happy with those for pink. And then I will end up using this pen. It's a ballpoint pen, and it's black, and I think this will be the pen that I'm using. So that was a wonderful kind of surprise revelation for me. The other one is this one. It is a mechanical pencil, and I'll be using that like in my project planner. So I added these planner loops so this is for my daily planner, and then this is for my book journal. And then the rest of the pens are going to go into the pocket in the planner as they always do. And that's it for this month's planner setup. I also think that like I'm setting these up much quicker than I started out setting them up, and I think that's could be two things. One, the original curation of each of the supplies that were included in the subscription box. So they're all things that coordinated really well. So I'm kind of patting myself on the back for that organization process. And then secondly, just setting up the same size and type of planner each month has been getting me into a routine, and I kind of know what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. So this has been a great setup for this month so far. I'm excited to work in it and be back next month. And like I said also earlier, I'm going to plan on making a next couple of boxes of planner subscriptions for upcoming months, and I'll take you along the journey for that too. So thanks for sticking around, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If you have been inspired to do a similar type of project, I'd love to know about it. And have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.